All right. Hello, everybody. Draft is getting started. So, oh, the cams are messed up, but I don't even know who's on what side yet. I guessed wrong. It is going hot and heavy. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we got Akali, Kindred, Voli, and Rengar bands.
I don't think you're streaming the draft wall.
Not. There we go. I'm gonna mess with the cameras while
Yep.
they're doing this.
Yep. So BBB bans Akali, Kindred, and Samira.
Hmm.
And then SB is banning Rangar away from Defiant Merc, the Rangar one trick.
Smart
Volibear,
after.
and then Fiora away from Peter.
Okay.
BBB first pick in that Sivir that we've seen be quite strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm surprised that made it through,
Yeah.
but it's all right. Um, yeah, just it's the first one being played, and Tarek
Ooh,
pick up.
Tarek. That champion definitely allows a like super hyper carry to pop off.
Yeah, especially late game. Yeah, it doesn't even need to be the 80 carry. It can be anyone. Just
Right.
its team fights go wild.
Fiddlesticks. For
Mm.
I'm assuming the jungler, unless we got another middlesticks man up in the house.
Yeah, that's not really a flex pick, but kind of a flex pick.
And then
It's with
Kane going to be picked up for, I believe, is going to be Bailey. I think we
mm,
got a roll swap going
yeah.
on.
If since it's Kane, I assume it's Bailey now.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be Joe on Siver, who liked the
Oh,
champion before the mini rework. So,
yeah, and I gotta fix team names.
so
So it's BBB on blue side. So BBB has Kane.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
For,
picked it
yeah.
away from. Wait, this
No,
isn't
you're
even
right.
right,
Yeah,
dude.
it's
Joe and Bailey are on
yeah,
CCC.
yeah. That's what I was
Okay,
saying.
so that's
BBB's on
Kane
blue
for.
side.
Yep, that's Kane for Defiant Merc.
Yeah, no, I was very confused. And they go for the Nyla. I mean, I
He played
guess.
it last week,
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
yeah. They Porkchop was saying he likes it into hyper carries like Kog'Maw and stuff, just because you can
Right,
just jump on them and ignore their auto text. But
right.
Sivir, I don't know. Sivir has some. I definitely prefer Sivir, but
Yeah, me
lane might
too.
be okay for Nyla if he can play it.
Then the
We'll
Seraphine's a
see.
flex. Could be going mid or
Mid or
support.
support, yeah.
Banning away Mordekaiser from Peter, who had a pretty good game on it last week.
And,
Silas ban going against Simi No Moss. Definitely a
mm-hmm.
champion he looks strong on.
Yeah. Um, I'm sorry. This as soon as like they're on the wrong sides, or not the wrong sides, but not the sides I guessed. It's like, oh boy, here we go. Got to change everything. Um, okay. This slide is good, other than the score. Oops. And Camille ban as well. Ban Mordekaiser and Camille.
Yep. I know Peter's dabbled in the Camille, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's one of his like power picks. Say,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you'd be more inclined to ban something like Shen when you have the like hyper scaling ADC that is Sivir.
Yeah. And an R ban as well. Okay.
I got a feeling Peter will pick out some sort of more supportive style top laner just to enable Sivir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited to see this if this fiddle pops off again. Like it was kind of unplayable for us, and we had Sivir like this, and Kane, and Seraphine. Like
Right.
this is literally the draft that we had that just got absolutely rolled by the fiddlesticks.
Yes, it is. And you're gonna pick up Ione for Simi no Mas mid swimming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See what BBB will respond with.
Yeah. I mean, like BBB is so strong, but second breakfast fiddlesticks, it's just kind of built different. So we'll see.
True. Rowdy's Fiddlesticks is nothing to scoff at.
Mm-mm.
And then we got a Nivea picked up by Hell's Keeper.
Yeah, I
believe
kind of
is
like
his
that
name,
in
right?
a fiddle.
Yeah, and there's the Shen called it.
Yeah. So they're definitely able to just kind of sit back. Hopefully, like where the play around their vision well, because I mean you have to against fiddle. That team fight is pretty crazy for second breakfast though.
Yeah, it is.
Tarek, Fiddlesticks, Nyla. If they can, I'm guessing BBB will just is gonna try to get ahead in lanes, but like they don't even have crazy winning lanes either. So
Right. Yeah, Shen and Malphite feels to me like just kind of a stalemate.
yeah.
Yone and Nivea, it's hard for Yone to get onto a Nivea.
Mm-hmm. Only thing is, hate to bet against Sivir, but
Right.
watch her get a pentakill and lose.
Be
Couldn't
crazy
be
if
me.
someone did that.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me either.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really like second breakfast draft. Like, they have a pretty crazy team fight, and their lane, like the lanes that BBB picked, aren't even that strong.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I mean, they went for the team fight as well with Shen, Seraphine, Sivir, and Nivea. Oh, not really Nivea, but
I can see Second Breakfast having some trouble getting onto anyone. They don't have anyone with a lot of range, and that's kind of where Nivea shines.
mm-hmm.
Very good against low range team comps, which SPU drafted.
Mm-hmm.
You're scared. Good to know.
I just hid my bookmarks bar.
You have the heart of a weakling.
Much better.
I could do better.
Problem solving all on the job. That's what we're about here.
Well,
Beer League Productions.
Well, they're doing draft stuff. I'm gonna turn this sound off. Maybe we can just jump into the keys to victory.
Oh yeah.
Boom. And I didn't finish mine. I was slacking. But well, so for BBB, I thought track Lucy. I mean, if she's on a roaming support, which Tarek isn't a roaming support, he kind of needs the experience.
Right.
So you don't really have to worry about this too much, but I guess still pay attention to roams because
The overlay's still on top, by the way.
I got transition. Thank you.
From there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, Lucy definitely roams a lot, so you have to be careful. Tarek isn't crazy roaming support like Leona or anything, but still that same player. So, and
Right.
I think if it seems like Ben's just been popping off, so I think just try to carry momentum from the previous games and get him on a comfortable pick that's strong.
Yeah, he got Sivir.
And he got
so
Sivir.
check.
Yeah. So and then just
Very
play
good.
him outside and use it. I mean, if they get ahead with this draft, like if Sivir can actually kill Nyla Tarek, they're gonna be out of the game for a long time until Tarek really gets online. I mean, they have to respect the fiddle, but
Agreed.
yeah, I don't know. Kane gangs early aren't great, so
Right.
we'll see. He might just be farming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then win. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you want to
You
talk
want me
about
to touch on that? Yeah, I can. So, pork chop sandwich has been very strong this season, and as a duo, those two have been good. So get him on a strong ADC and let Lucy play aggressive. I think Tarek can
Mhm.
play pretty aggressive.
Yeah, they
And
can look for
then
stuns and
Yep.
yeah.
and then that bot lane's got a pretty good interaction with Tarek's healing and Nila's passive, so
Yeah.
that should be something that if they get ahead on early, he can really pop off on.
Yeah.
Then try to play through bot lane and give Red Gyarados something he can play safe with in lane. He got Malphite. It's hard to kill Malphite.
Yep.
If he gets
Check.
ganked, you are away or anything like that.
Mhm.
So I think they did that successfully, and then Malphite just kind of enables Porkchop to pop off even harder.
Definitely. Yeah.
And then let Simi no Moss go wild on something like Silas or a champ he can roam with. Yone is definitely something wild, I believe. That is, he has the potential for a pop off game on that champion.
Yeah.
I like your third key to victory. Win.
Yes.
That do be a key to the victory.
How's this work?
You're inserting
Well,
a
we don't
smiley.
know if they did that, but they got this one happy. This one happy.
Yeah.
Play safe with Malphite happy.
Yeah.
And mine were too vague. So like, well, not vague, like in game,
Right.
like who knows if they're
In-game
done that yet.
things.
Yeah, I think SB is like definitely. I think they're the underdogs here, but I think they're really set up well to actually win this game one.
I would not be surprised if this is a banger series and we end up having a 1-1 or just two very close games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see BBB look not as OP.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. All right.
They have not dropped a game since they had to sub their mid laner in the first game of the season, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Yeah. It's kind of crazy that I'm kind of excited to play them, also kind of nervous to play them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're like one of the teams that could probably beat them, but also it's definitely going to be a game.
Right. It will be a game.
Yeah.
All right, chat. I see there's a bunch of people lurking in here. What do we got for the old predictions?
Mhm.
My prediction is going to go with BBB. They're so hot, and
Yeah.
they kind of checked off a lot of things. Ben on Sivir, and then just a bunch of supportive stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to
Area
go
control.
I'm going to go with SB just
Okay.
because of the fiddle. We lost
That's
to it. There's
fair.
no way.
Oh, although it's not Rowdy on the fiddle, it's Tay May
Never mind.
Rare.
BBB. Never mind.
Yep. Agreed.
Whoops.
So it seems like Gyarados, who I even made a key to victory about him,
Mm-hmm.
decided not to show up for our game today. So
Frowny face.
thanks a lot. Thanks for making me look like an idiot, Gyarados.
Let me delete that smiley face. Delete.
Yeah.
Or can I turn it upside down?
Yeah, just flip it.
Yeah.
Rotate that sucker.
Okay, we got one hello for a prediction. One Andrew takes game one. This sounds pretty likely. Classic 1-1. Okay.
That's a
Jamie goes for
boring one,
1-1.
Jamie.
I think Jamie. Does that mean that SB takes game one?
We discount this new person that's subbing as lesser than Rowdy on Fiddle, but there's always a chance that they own the Fiddle factory, and they just be popping Fiddle players out left and right.
Sorry, wrong transition. Sorry, you had it. Okay.
Someone will win this game.
No technical difficulties today.
SB doing a little 3-man bush camp.
Mm-hmm. Straight up 5-point for SB or
Yeah,
for
no-
BBB.
Gonna happen here. I think SB is looking to really just scale hard into the late game, and I think they do it better. So.
We used to be so good together.
Yeah,
Even
just
though
literally
SB has something like Yone, but
Yeah, I'm curious why they don't have Rowdy on fiddle, but
Minions have spawned.
yeah,
just
maybe
must be
this,
something with the sub or
yeah, maybe the
something.
sub just absolutely despises top lane, as most people should, I believe, right now. But I'm stuck up there.
Yeah.
Fiddle gonna take a leash. Not usual here.
Jamie with a bold prediction, or Mr. Jubilee himself says someone will win this game.
He can tell us that.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna say he's probably gonna be correct.
Big trades.
Fat trade going on in the top lane.
I should have went in team fight mode for that.
That's classic. Okay, Rowdy in the bush, but not in the bush. Don't know if he knows that. I think he should. Just standing outside of it for fun.
Nice. I just completely forgot to check, but
Good
The-
route.
the scene is actually set up correctly because I did opposite, so I'd only have to change one. But I was guaranteed to have to change one.
That Seraphine route into the Sivir. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
This Neela is taking a beating.
Yeah, it's like Sivir's technically short range AD carry, but doesn't really play like one. Or
Right.
Q or W. Nyla is actually a short range AD carry.
Yeah. You want to fix Silver and Seraphine?
Sivir. Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh! Nyla, Bila, Gili, Mili, Dili, Bili. I think Kane's gonna try to flash Q and kill her.
Go.
There's a look.
He doesn't know.
Oh? Tarek able to flash
Okay.
out.
I mean, that's still very good. Look at this huge wave.
Yeah, you're pushing Neela off of a double stacked wave,
She has 3 CS to 17.
and another wave is gonna crash. So she's gonna be behind quite a bit in XP. Still level 1 to Silver's level 3.
That's literally just a short and shady carry thing. Like, it's like, he picked it as like a counter pick, I think, to hyper carry, but it's like he can't even play the game. She's still level 1.
Right.
It's,
Silver's gonna back and grab like a couple long swords or something here. Yeah, long sword and a dagger.
ugh, when Nyla just
A
bought
couple
4
potions.
potions, yeah. Maybe didn't buy all 4, but has 4 now.
Yeah. That do be a lot of potioning.
Yeah. It's a lot of sustain, but if Seraphine keep playing aggressive, it's
This
Each of
could
you-
be.
actually gets out.
Don't have enough damage to quite finish him off. Didn't have to flash either, so good escape.
Fiddle doing pretty good though. I mean, forcing him off the wave, he's gonna reset, have to TP back, and Fiddle's actually up in CS, so it's nothing wrong
Nobody ever would have guessed that Fiddle's ahead in CS.
there. Wild. Over Kane, the early game powerhouse that is Kane.
Yeah. That's what Kane's kinda known for, so you wouldn't expect it. Wait, what did I do? Jamie said like stroking. I missed it. Did I stutter a bunch or something?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That was earlier. Still don't know, but at least you're better
It
now,
was
I guess.
earlier though, yeah, better.
Seraphine.
Oh, big root from Seraphine.
Root.
Exhaust goes down.
This could be Nyla going down. We've done so many auto attacks into her.
Yeah, that
Her
dodge.
W.
Yeah.
It's like, just walk. If she has her W up, just walk.
Yeah.
Don't slow yourself down to do nothing.
Kane's here for the dive. Let's see if he's gonna commit to it.
Oh, it made sense at the time. Okay. Felt like it.
You had to be there.
Tank gaming in the top lane.
Yeah, pretty even trade going on there. Nothing too wild.
Okay. BBB is setting up for this Inferno Dragon. Fiddle in the area, but not yet 6. How close is he? He's resetting, just kidding.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's halfway, just over half. Not
BBB's kind of ahead in all regards except for mid lane. So.
Yeah, no kills, and they got like 800k gold.
Shen's up 20 CS. Bot lane's up 20 CS. Pretty big.
Yeah, it's
Fiona with a good trade down onto Nivea there.
yeah, Sivir only with a 600 gold lead. I guess that makes sense. It was literally just like the one wave that they got earlier. That really increased the lead too much, but just got the new trade now.
And SB's gotta be careful and be aware that Shen is level 6, and that just means odd numbered fights for them pretty much anywhere they go.
Yeah.
Bot lane no longer 2v2, it's a 3v2. Mid lane's at 1v1s.
Ooh. Nobody's 6. Is somebody?
Kane
I wonder
feels
if
that he
Fiddle
can
gets
win
6.
this. It's not looking
Fiddle.
like it. Oh! Here comes Shen. Yeah.
I think if the Scuttle would have died, he would have gotten 6. There's 6.
Oh, first blood going on to Ione,
that's
and he's
6.
gonna get out.
No
Very
play
well
here as
played
well.
from
They
Steven
might wanna
Moss there.
continue this.
Yeah, Malphite's here.
Fiddle
Are
has 6
available.
as well. They're gonna die.
They can blow up Shen. Malphite never wanting to wreck the ulti there. Interesting.
Yeah, just not pulling the trigger, which is okay. I mean,
They might not have had enough.
they forced a couple things out of BBB, and they didn't really lose anything other than
Right.
time.
They used the Ione Flash and R, and that was about it.
Yep, Shen R earlier, and
A little bit of supportal combat.
yeah. That's it, Flex, when you just immediately clear the ward that they dropped.
You can't have vision here. This is my bush, my river.
You walked away when I saw you ward.
Yes, SP's got really good bot side ward coverage. Like, you will see Kane coming from just about anywhere except for his own side of the map, which is always a good thing.
Yeah. One blue ward, 2 blue wards now. Is that on the entire map? Yeah, 2 wards. 3.
Yeah,
Three blue wards on
SP's got 5, 6, 5.
2, 4, 5.
5 actually. There was 2 in the same bush for a bit, but I don't know if they're still there. That bottom pixel bush.
6,
if
yeah.
there is. Not that one's doing much, but
But you know we're.
well, actually, it can't be cleared by Anivia here, so they get to keep vision. Big brain,
Big brain.
yellow
I think
ward
they
everywhere.
warded
You're pink.
Never think they awarded it twice. This ward actually useful.
Yeah. Kind of knew they were in there the whole time. Yeah, Nyla's done a good job of keeping that CS deficit low. And that's the big thing. If you get behind in the early game, it's usually not too big of a deal because as long as you can keep that kind of lead consistent, 20 CS in the early game is huge. But at 20 minutes, what's 20 CS?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually pretty impressive. I mean, after she got a little XP and was able to actually play the game, unlike level 1.
Yeah, and then Nyla passive, bringing them back to like even level here.
Oh, that's true.
So even though she missed those couple waves, they're not very different in XP here.
Fiddle and Malphite down here.
Trying to make something happen.
Malphite going for
Malphite's
the
gonna
gank.
lane gank?
Missing 2 waves up top.
He is a
He has-
jungler.
He has
That's
TP,
warded though.
And it's warded. This
Yeah.
is
This is a waste of time.
They should play a little more aggressive just to bait it out, just to make them stay.
Make him stay longer.
Maybe they are, but
Oh, he's in the
he's
alpha.
TPing up.
He says this is enough.
Yeah.
I'm missing stacks on stacks on stacks top lane. This is a gold lead. Oh, this could be a big fight here. Silver gets good ulti down. Or not Silver,
Sivir kind of out of mana. Fiddle.
Oh, Fiddle here. Kane here. Yone's down here. We got a 4v3 in the
gotta
bot
be-
lane.
BBB has to be really
44.
careful. Ben has no mana and Dragon's up.
Mhm.
Maybe SP back and maybe Ben will be able to shove and go with mana.
Maybe.
Huh. Maybe.
Both teams might just leave this dragon alone for a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, SP
Looking like
definitely.
it.
Not really. Seemed like they maybe could have done Dragon and won the fight there, but maybe they're just wanting to chill for a while. They just use all their ultis, I guess. I don't know.
This top lane CS lead is kind of opening up a bit. Shen's got a 24 and a huge
big
wave
wave.
coming in.
Yeah. Outplayed by Pichu.
Pichaku.
Yeah, as a mid. If I was a mid laner, I'd be happy to see the Taric versus Seraphine matchup in the bot lane. Neither of them are gonna roam very, like at all.
Right. Yeah, they're not exactly roaming supports.
No.
I wonder how far Kane is off the form. We haven't really seen too much gankage out of him except for that early game
Yeah,
level
probably.
3 situation.
I don't know how you can tell.
I don't know if there's a way to check
can't,
from
yeah.
spectator. Oh, and that's the egg.
Okay, Shen's here. Malphite on his way though. This could be a
Looking like nothing is gonna happen
Yep.
situation. Oh, it.
no eggs. Oh, huge.
Oh, 3-man Yone.
Wow,
play
that's
there.
massive.
Yeah. Good. Jimmy Moss here looking good on the Yone.
Really taking some damage on this tower. If they get rift soon, they can just finish that tower off with one charge.
Yeah.
Okay, W's gone. Yeah.
Oh, Neela going down to Sinna.
Yeah, as soon as that W wears off, just a squishy champion.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder if BBB trades for rift. 'Cause I would have been tempted just to go for rift and not that trade down. Go for the dragon instead.
Looks like BBB not gonna take the Rift Rail, at least not right now. Kane's gonna steal red buff and maybe they'll look for it, but
There's this fiddle FFG on it.
I keep pinging it out that Peter had just cleared that HP.
Now, SP looking for the rift. They're pinging it.
Oh,
Smites
Kane
it.
gonna Smite away.
Oh, it looks like he has another charge, so not a big deal.
Yep.
I like it. It would make sense for support to like roam up to help this rift, but I feel like we're so afraid to pull the trigger. I'd hate to be the support roaming all the way up there and just having nothing happen.
Right.
They're just kind of forced to go in there. Well, not really. Just
SB
there's
maybe
no way
starting
out,
to feel like they have to get something going here to.
perhaps.
Although they're not like really behind, so it shouldn't really feel that way. Yone's ahead. Now Sivir's ahead by a little bit. Ben missed the cannon minion, so he's got a FF.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you have to do.
Red team's turret has been
Hate to see it, but I don't really have a choice.
Jamie saying that Yone and Fiddle are going to make it
Mhm.
hard for Sivir this game.
You would
IMO.
know.
You might have some experience with this one. But, like, you would never, like, get a Penta and then lose the game, right?
What?
And then, like, the very next week, like, steal a Penta from your teammate.
Literally, team too heavy.
True. It's a Jamie, I forgive you. It's okay. There'll be more opportunities this season.
Oh, yeah, Zach, have you ever gotten a penta and lost?
No, I
So you don't know how it feels.
I don't.
Only an ARAM.
ARAM.
Gonna feel good.
Andrew's home.
Top 2%.
That's crazy, actually. There was a tweet that we saw the other day, and some people were trying to convince me that it was real. That ranked ARAM had been added to the game. Malphite getting ganked, but look at that. Who would have thunk it? He just R's away, and the gank is over.
Dang.
And now Fiddle up here if they want to try to do anything spicy
There's-
alongside.
You're gonna
Her.
3-man gank Shen, like, he's just gonna walk away. Malphite trying to bait, but Shen just says, I'm gonna take these minions.
Yeah.
They're maybe looking for a pick before they commit to Rift, but
I
they're
think
strong.
that
just
would make
do it.
sense. Yeah.
I don't know if they know they came back there, though. Malphite just placed that word, so I think.
Yeah, he did.
Whoa, that's a fiddlesticks.
Whoa!
I just one-shot
He's
him.
in the budget.
Fiddle is so weak, he's only worth 3 gold.
Right? And you just one-shot him. Pop Fiddlesticks, am I right?
Jeez, Malphite might have to walk away here.
Oh! We got Yone TPing Pop.
Seems a little... Ooh,
Big
all the
kill
bait.
over the wall. It was all the dream.
Reddit and Word Up magazine.
Heck yeah.
Malphite says, okay, I guess I'll just leave then. You can have the
Yone,
lane.
this is my lane now.
Yeah, I just TPs. Take some minions. Alright, BBB looking for Rift now. How long do they have? They have 1 minute. They're not gonna do it on time, are they? They have to start it like right now.
Yeah, what is the rule? If you start it by 1930, you get till
What do you get, 15 extra seconds?
something like that. Instead
Yeah,
of
they
disappearing
should
at,
be able to
like,
get it. Siver's hitting it as well. Yeah, not even close, never mind.
Never mind, not even close. Although SB is going to pick up their second dragon of the game, it appears, for that rift. I believe it to be worth. At this point, if
Yep.
they're well, especially good part. Or is it first or second? It's still first. Rift,
It's
isn't
still
it?
first, yeah.
Because never got taken. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Second
plates
Rift
are
Herald is a
gone.
little bit more worth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Since
Yeah.
it's first Rift Herald and plates are gone,
It's just very late. But it's okay. Opening up that mid tower is pretty nice. I mean, I really think SB would have benefited a lot more. Like, and maybe not having a tower there is huge.
Game's too deep here. You should be able to just get through the wall though, if necessary. Who
Ooh.
knows? Oh!
I don't know what just
The
happened.
Tarek
Tarek
flashed
flash
over the wall for
stun,
stuns.
and
Yeah.
kick him back out.
Yep.
It's wild.
Oh!
Healing.
Wow.
Summoner heal plus Tarek heal. Just
That was a close one, but King
Yeah,
is gonna
I
go
mean, would've
down.
Definitely would have been worth trading support there.
And Nivea's gonna take a bot tower. Dude, do I have to play a Nivea?
Oh man.
Is a Nivea just a split pusher now? Holy. They're making it difficult for you to not let it walk back. Turkey's doing so desperate. Then are gonna come down on the Silver though to Saber. And Silver's gonna get the Nyla.
Yeah, mid lane is opened up. Both the
Yeah.
tier 1s are gone. That's going to make shoving mid really important before these objective fights.
BBB has gotten 2 bot turrets though, so inhib turret is in gate 2.
Yeah, Shen up in the top lane looking to get this tower. Owl's Keeper flashing up with the canes here to bail him out. TP from Malphite, TP from Shen.
We're having a fiesta in the mid lane here.
Yeah.
BBB is going to be the beneficiary.
Really good Shen taunt. Just
Ooh.
made that not even close.
Yep.
Bait and Rowdy in there a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks like Baron call.
Yeah, and BBB opening this one up a little bit. We got a 4.7k gold lead in. That's just going to go up when they get Baron.
Yeah, like
I
it was
don't
close, but I think they just played that fight a little better.
SB won't be able to keep up this 23.
Making the right choice and shoving good. Let's see if BBB recalls or walks down. They're walking down.
Looking like they're
Or both. Both. They're doing both.
somebody wants to catch that wave.
Yeah. It's easy to just autopilot Baron recall and miss that.
Mhm.
But good job.
Yeah, with that Baron now, we're gonna take a 6k gold lead.
Yeah. Tower dropping. A little more gold.
Yep.
Is that 6.5 mil?
Yep, they gotta try to get some money onto this Nyla. She needs some income.
Yeah, that's hard. I don't even know, like, Nyla seems like the, like, pop-up, future famine type AD carrying fights.
Yep. Definitely what it feels like. Just kind of in the game in general.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like Nyla's gonna go 0-10 or 10-0.
Yeah.
Which her kit kind of plays like that. She's got to be strong enough to get into the thick of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Takes a lot of champion, or like mastery on the champion to know your limits, knowing you can get away with stuff. Especially on like champions with those types of like invulnerability things, knowing like when a team just can't touch you and you can go in just instinctively.
Definitely seems like a good pairing with Nyla.
Sure.
Kind of gives her a good chunk of time to where she can go absolute ham and not have to worry
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
dying.
and she's really good at being able to just pull the trigger, like Nyla, being able to, with her 2 dashes, like, she can be kind of out of position. Tarek alt drops and she can just go anywhere in the fight immediately. Very noble.
BBB gonna pick up their second dragon of the game. It's gonna be 3 cloud dragons for one of the teams. If it gets that far, it seems like the dragons have been slow this game, but
Yeah.
could also be just because both teams have 2.
Yeah, 2-2. I mean, it could be Soul right now if one team was getting it, but instead it's going to be 10 more minutes at least.
Right.
35 minutes for Soul. Just Seraphine move speed and Sivir move speed. Too much. Everything misses.
Oh, Seraphine are gonna hit with Tarek.
Oh,
Tarek can be forced to ult, not gonna come down in time to save him though. Little micro down
also
the road.
put down. A really good ult use, really good disengage from Sivir and Seraphine.
Good disengagement knowing that they can go back into SB had blown pretty much everything they had. Yone has full build now, so my build is pretty good. That being shield bow ID.
Yeah. It's a lot of crit. What else do you need?
Yep.
Rowdy can. Not strong enough.
It's gonna be a flash that doesn't do anything, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to chase down, but Kane just says, nope, I'm gonna go through this wall. Oh!
Yeah, like, you're right, Jamie. I mean, there's definitely potential for Second Breakfast to be like 10k down and just land all their ultis and win a fight.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Like, you definitely don't need that much gold for it. Malphite ult plus Nyla ult plus Fiddle ult to one-shot an entire team.
Red Cane feels so hard to take down. I hate Red
True,
Cane.
yeah, true. But, I mean, it's a lot of CC. He might just... Ideally, you would just die. Or, I mean, if one person survives, who cares? You can clean it up after. All you have to do is perfectly all of them at the same time. Forehead. Easy. They're kind of setting up for it. They're all push gaming. Look at this. Who's gonna walk up? They've got
At
ward
this point,
right
they
here.
kind of have to look for those cheeky picks.
Seraphine walking the wrong way, but I mean, they walked right into the bush and just walked away. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it feels kind of weird. They're like set up in the bush, and then what? You don't want to fight if they come to the bush.
Yeah, what was
Like,
the
why are
plan?
you in the bush?
What was plan A?
Right. That mid tower actually has 1 health. Like somebody just gotta go in and breathe on it instead.
They're still trying to deny me. Baron back up. Shen has TP and ult, so honestly probably doesn't even need to drop pressure. They might just go for the 4v5 if they do. I'm sure Shen would ult him rather than me, but Anivia just about Anivia wall.
Just block
Stopping
them all off.
all 5 of them standing behind the Navy wall. Just shoot. Hell's Keeper, because he doesn't let anyone that doesn't belong in.
Right.
The Navy wall.
Yep.
Dragon coming up in 30 seconds. No one's really set up for it yet, but BB is just walk in and take it with no vision, even against Fiddle. Yeah, our games have been too short this season. Like the wards placed, I'm not even in the top 3 this season, just because our games don't last long enough.
Is that actually why?
I think so.
Are we
I don't know. Like
co-theming?
last time, I was like really high, but no. Yeah, we'll get there. Maybe I'll have to play a fight game or 2.
Maybe we'll just have to stall our games out a little longer.
I'd appreciate that. Yeah, unless Ben just literally popping off every single game this season. What?
Yeah,
who is
actually
he?
hasn't had a bad game, it feels like.
Oh, they went 1-1, right, against somebody.
Yeah, the very first week, but
Yeah, with
he
the
wasn't
sub,
playing
mid-lane
ADC.
sub. Oh, sure.
Ben was playing mid that game. Those minions just doing work on that.
That's one fun thing about, like, especially early in the season, people are so comfortable with their old roles, so like, you never know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Trying to work, just saying I'm just taking this inhib, I don't care. Healing on this cane mode. Ooh, fiddle flashing. Still getting hit by the surfing ulti. Nivea just zone control. Sivir still standing in the back. Just
Looking like it's gonna be the end of it here.
Yeah.
BBB
Unless
gonna take this
Malphite
one
can
down
stall
and
out for 45 seconds and get his ulti, never mind.
He almost did it.
Almost did it.
That's game one going to BBB. Strong performances all around it appeared. Yeah.
Just like one every team fight that makes it difficult.
Right. Still surprising that Sivir gets through the draft, but
Yeah.
I think that might be changed.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. So game one going to BBB. Lots of Sivir damage. Yeah, let me show this again. Sivir 21k. You only had quite a bit, but yeah. Well played by BBB.
Oh yeah.
Try to update the everything. Switch sides.
Second draft log coming in. Got the pupper passed out on the floor behind me. Shouldn't happen.
Nice. Um. One second, gotta switch team logo locations. Okay, bargain bin boys in the correct spot. Okay. Cameras are gonna be messed up for a second. Find the watch party. Game 2. Oh, it's still messed up. Here we go. Okay. So things to change for second breakfast. I think just their draft was fine. I think just maybe pulling the trigger a little, or just pulling the trigger in general would be good when you're in a good position to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think like early on that dragon, they kind of forced a couple people out, and instead of taking the dragon, they walked past it and recalled. Taking Rift maybe to secure mid lane tower. Alright, whatever. Draft is starting now.
Draft is starting.
Garban again.
Yep. Classic. Kali.
Fiora. Makes sense.
We'll see if BBB feels obligated to ban the Sivir since they're red side this game.
They should, yeah. Ben's on the team. There's no way they don't. Because he always says SB bans
SB
it.
gonna ban.
No,
I guess something
BBB
that Pork
doesn't.
Chop might not want to play.
Sure. You should. I think if you're an 80 carry right now, you should know how to play Sivir.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Agreed. Just like if you're a mid player, you should probably know how to play Fiddlesticks.
It's just, League of Legends 101.
Just too crazy. Fiddle is up again, but they're not going to first pick it. Simi Namas is going to pick up the Swain, which he looked very strong on a couple times already this season.
Mhm. Yeah, it's normally a lot of people banned against him, right?
I'm not too sure about ban rate
I
versus
think
him,
I saw
but
somebody banned against him, but
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. BBB going to get the Seraphine again. Looked very strong last game. Piloted well by John.
and Ash, that's a kind of a classic Seraphine lane.
Yep, Seraphine's, is it your E?
Mm-hmm. Stuns
Will
off of
always
Ash W
stun. Yeah.
or autos, yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. So you can just use your double up on your W or Q. It's more damage or
Right.
healing. You don't have to worry about the stun, which normally like you go up for the stun just because it guarantees.
It's right. Stuns are good.
Yeah.
SB gonna look to try to play something a little aggressive here into it, picking up the Tristana, paired possibly with a Leona.
Yeah, the Tristana is a pork chop sandwich classic.
Yeah.
See what they pair. Yeah, probably pair it with an aggressive support like Rel or Leona, I would think.
Yep. I think Leona would look better here. Rel kind of catches engage, right? She's good like anti-engage. And BBB's kind of showing that they're not really going to be wanting to do that much this game with their first two picks.
I think the main problem with Rel for here would just be, I mean, the slows from Ash, but also Seraphine just outranges her so much that she's never going to be in.
Leona can engage from a little bit further.
Yeah. And it's faster too. Like it's just the E if the E lands, but Rel, it's like the W's relatively slow.
Maybe they'll pick up a soul support here.
Good Leona ban.
Yep.
A soul what?
A soul support?
Maybe.
You never know.
Looking pretty unbanned. It's got that going.
The first team to lock in A soul this season gets $1 from me. I'm putting it out there.
Say less.
Yeah, I'll Venmo you $1. First person to play A soul in the league. Tell me if it's worth it or not.
I want Richie to play it again. He used to play it before it got changed.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
I never knew what old A soul was like even, so.
Yeah, W is just like a toggle. Just keep it on. I don't know all the things they changed besides that, but that's the thing that I noticed.
Gotcha.
The rest of the kit was like basically the same, but I think
SB banning away Shen, which I think is a good idea. I think Shen provides very good utility.
Especially if you want to play the game aggressively bot. Yep, you kind of just need to get rid of Shen.
Right. BBB picking up a Nivea again.
Some couple of Freljord.
Yeah, so far the only thing changing in BBB's draft is Ash instead of Sivir because Sivir was banned.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's just like good old run it back turbo.
Ash is just a Ben classic, too.
Yep.
At this point, now it is.
I think Ash is pretty poggers.
Yeah.
Ooh, but so is Raka. I feel like doesn't make so much sense with the Tristana, but
yeah.
What do I know? I don't play the bot lane.
You can play Tristana however you want. I mean, you can use her W to save you or use it aggressively. She's like one of the safest AD carries. People just don't play her like that.
Although I don't feel like I can bet against the Soraka. That champion is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, especially with the Swain and the
Soraka's disgusting.
Yeah, they don't have a terrible Kane feels really bad into Swain, but other than that,
BBB is going to have to pick up a lot of heal cut and then write a strongly worded letter to Riot when that heal cut does nothing.
Yeah, not a huge fan of the TK either. Just seems like another good pick for Swain, but
yeah, it doesn't feel like he's going to be able to do much other than just be an extra layer of safety for Ash.
I feel like the only time I've seen Swain do poorly into TK is in Beer League. in like
Oh,
solo
really?
queue that it pops off all the time.
Okay.
Like you just, what's TK do? He can't walk away from you. He just stands there and you just keep your ulti going forever.
Right. It's gonna be Swain mid lane, correct?
Yeah.
Volibear top.
Yeah.
Which I think that ends up being Volibear favored for sure.
He's just gonna sustain with his W.
Yep.
You think
And
he's
if
just
I'm
gonna
not
like out heal?
pretty sure that Volibear E does percentage. I think it's percent max health, magic damage.
Could be. I'm not sure, but I just know that I think the reason he wins is he can cancel TK jumping, porting away, and also he just his W on
Do
repeat.
that. Right. TK can be quite the monster, though.
Yeah. All right, we got draft to go through, and then we got the 3-minute delay. So if I go to keys to victory, now we got
Run back the same keys to victory.
yeah. Don't really have a roaming support. It's fine. Both games the AD carries are kind of just playing for bot lane.
Right.
Mid lane. This guy has just gone. Dope. Pork chop, strong 80 carry. 80 carry. Tristana
It
is
is a
probably his best
pretty
80
good one.
carry.
Right.
Yeah. Most played, definitely. I mean, I would. Yeah.
Agreed.
Roaming mid. Not really.
Swain, not really, but
Yeah.
very good team fighting mid laner.
Definitely. I mean,
And something we've seen him pop off on, so.
he can like affect the rest of the map with
W.
with W, yeah. I got it. Oops.
I think both teams kind of picked what they want to pick, except for Soraka's not an aggressive support, but she's just too good with how much she heals. Where I'm willing to look past it.
Yeah. You can play aggressively. Like, I like being in fights as Soraka just because if you're landing your Qs, especially in supportable combat, you just out heal all of their damage.
Right. I don't think BBB can build enough heal cut to ever stop this Swain if they don't kill the Raka like at the start of the fight. If Swain gets ahead at all, he's just going to be absolutely unkillable with a Soraka behind him.
Absolutely. Yeah, any enchanter with Swain just gets ridiculous, especially if it's like into a team that can't just kite him out, which a lot of BBB can kite, but then they have the TK and the Kane who just are the opposite of kiting.
And TK is going to live for a while, so Swain's got a good target to suck for a hot minute. Hello, gamer. Glad you could tune in.
Hello, gamer.
Team captain.
Hey, Richie. Any keys to victory? These are the ones from the last game, and none of them really worked. This one worked. I'll put a.
When did work? And I mean, BBB got the hyper carry.
Yeah, sorry, spoilers. If you're just not really.
Yeah. Gyarados didn't show up.
Yeah. Silas
Decided there's better things to do other than play League.
Swain or a champ, he can W bot with.
Yeah, I think we can implement that kind of key little win con, Richie.
They did it.
Could try to win sometime. A while on something like Swain.
This is good. You can play aggressive on Trist. This is. They don't have to worry about that, so I'm just gonna do frowny face, because
Right.
You don't have to track Soraka. 2 minutes. We can do it. Okay. I can just go back
Oh,
to
that's it?
intro.
Let's hear some elephant jokes. That's a crowd favorite.
How'd the viewers just drop by that much? Oh no.
No, they're starting to come back up. They were
What's up?
lower, so
Yeah, what's right now I can think of only 2 elephant jokes and they're both
okay.
so overused. I gotta think of one. Ooh, it's been a while since I've
Mm-hmm.
I know it's in the cities. I see them sometimes. I don't know where you're in Appleton now, back home.
Yeah,
So
sure,
I'm
let's
just-
go with that.
I don't know. What I guess what I'm wondering is like why when you're in Appleton, why do you not see elephants sneaking around at night? Like they're out there. Why do you not? How can you not see
Right.
them?
I don't know why.
It's because they're good at it.
They must be. You're not wrong. I never see them out there.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's another good elephant joke that I don't really remember. I just remember that it was about elephants. Like it was a continuation of the good at sneaking one, but it's something about them like being in trees and wearing red shoes. I can't remember how those 2 things tie together.
Gotcha. So a mushroom walks into a bar, and he asks the bartender for a drink, and the bartender says, "We don't serve mushrooms here." And the mushroom goes, "Why not? I'm a fun guy."
Oh my, he is a fun guy too.
Yeah.
This guy rocks. Okay, I think it's time. In-game transition.
It's time to duel. All right, let's get it. BBB trying to 2-0. SB trying to avoid getting 2-0'd.
Sorry, I gotta reposition a couple things and go through the transition every time. Oops.
Let's look at some runes and stuff here. Okay. So Soraka's Guardian. You're the support guy. Is that normal?
Oh, Guardian. No, but it's fine though.
Okay.
Like Ares, good. But
Tristana's got the Halo Blades, which is, I think, pretty typical nowadays. Volibear has got Grasp, which is very uncommon. It's typically PTA, and then if not PTA, Conqueror. But I don't think I've seen a Grasp Volibear in like forever.
I think he definitely loses. I think he really does lose like the long extended trades against Volley. So maybe he'll just be looking for quicker trades and then.
I was talking about Volley.
Oh, Volley has Grasp.
Volley has Grasp.
Yeah, you'd think PTA. I would think could be really good.
Yeah, I would definitely think PTA as well.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
Nope.
Diane, he doesn't know anything, right? Diane has got Conqueror. I think that's pretty standard. And then Swain's got Conqueror, which also feels pretty normal.
Oh, we didn't make predictions.
Oh, I predict that BBB wins. Just because their team comp looks absolutely disgusting to try to walk into. I hate that.
Yeah. Richie went with SB. You should have seen their draft last time, Richie. They picked Fiddle, and then BBB picked Seraphine, Sivir, and Kane. And I said
literally
GG.
the same. Yeah.
Because
replica.
Yeah.
Although it wasn't Rowdy piloting the
Yeah.
Fiddlesticks.
And then I said GG again because it wasn't Rowdy, but.
And then BBB's got TK with Grasp. That's normal. Kane with Dark Harvest. I mean, that's fairly normal. I feel like sometimes you see Conqueror.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like a blue Kane type beat. Interview with Execute feels normal. Ash with Tempo feels normal. And Seraphine with our Airy. I believe that's it. how this one plays out.
And again, I think Guardian is fine. I think it's gonna have a lot of value. It's just
It just got a little bit of value right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so Tristana having the heal, but Seraphine blowing the exhaust as well, so heal for the exhaust.
Liu Kang is why he likes SP. Okay. That's toxic.
That's funny. I like it.
It's like Rowdy getting a little crash going here.
Yeah,
Kane top
Volibear
side.
also, he decided not to take Flash. That TP Ghost.
Yeah, definitely just. Well, I like the girls.
It feels a little weird on Volibear. Volibear's got some pretty dang good tools for getting onto someone. Ghost feels a little unnecessary, I think. You got Q to speed yourself up, you got R to close the gap.
I was watching a Skill Cap video. They're talking about top lane, and they're saying Ghost is now on a lot of champions as a good alternative to Flash.
Yeah, I've always been in the Ghost is a possible
They said on
override for
Fiora.
Flash.
They're saying it's really good on Fiora. It has a better win rate than Flash.
Interesting, I might have to give her a go. You want to stream on Discord, by the way? I just realized
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah.
What's going on in the bot side here? And
Yeah, sorry,
Soraka's gonna go down to the Ash for first blood.
Yeah, where are you watching it?
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm streaming a Discord now. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Ash picks up the first blood, so already getting Ben ahead. I love to see it. If you're BBB, that is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind seeing Ben top off every single week. Twice.
Seems like he's been doing it too, so until someone stops him, he's looking like one of the stronger / strongest ADCs in the league.
Yeah, definitely. I think definitely Crimson Chin having a big hand in that too. Because whenever I play with them, that's
Yeah, I mean, John's Crimson Chin's Seraphine in particular has looked pretty dang good these 2 games.
yeah. And before he was playing like hook champs and stuff, like he went through my entire support or like evolution of a support player in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, he was. I mean, he used to be a support main, and he made Nautilus. Yeah, going from those hook champions,
Okay.
hook / engage champs to Enchanter is a little bit different.
Yeah, I wonder if the Seraphine
Oh,
would ever be played mid for them. Yeah, Tristana getting a huge trade onto the Ash.
yeah.
Dodging out on the Seraphine E and just knowing, alright, there's nothing really that can stop me now.
Okay. Or Diana's here. And maybe it just flashes early to save HP. I like that play. If you're gonna have to flash anyway, you might as well flash early. Saves your HP and then you can stay in lane.
Pork chop, Sandwich taking some power shots, but Ash getting very chunked. It's like the opposite of last game, except a couple minutes later, but still.
Which is calling you up with Twitch. You want to hear it, Richie?
Yeah.
Hashtag not my captain.
I think there's a way to hide cursor.
In spectator.
No, it's in OBS.
Oh. I got no idea.
Capture cursor? No. Okay.
Oh, it's gone now.
It's gone.
It's all done.
And I can still do stuff.
Range is the best. That's My team captain.
Hashtag not my captain.
Oh. Richie's saying to hide the cursor, you can just put a bigger one over top. Makes sense.
I should just put a graphic in the middle of the screen. Stationary
So,
right in the middle.
picking up the kill onto Anivia following a Diana. Well done, knowing that Anivia's flash is down. You gotta come back and visit.
Seems really good for volley here, as you can pop the ghost.
I would. I would
have.
go. I would have R'd.
I think
And then, I mean, TK can't get away because as soon as he tries to dive on out of there, you stun him.
Wave was like perfectly set up to be frozen too if you can force him out of lane, which he did, but force him out, but he didn't set up the freeze or keep the freeze. Kane looking for Dragon here, and if you're roaming down, but bot lane has negative.
That seems
pressure.
a little ballsy, yeah.
Okay, they're not looking.
Oh, okay, he's just coming through. He sees a couple targets that he can get some blue Kane buffs off of.
Oh, but now. No Kane buffs, please.
Anivia's down here, but Swain is following. They might be able to catch up with Anivia.
Swain
backside of the fight.
Oh, huge Anivia.
Oh, flashy though. Swain should have E up here soon.
Yep.
Oh! And it's gonna be a double?
Yeah, literally,
Let's
Kane can
go.
do nothing there if he
This
tries to
Swain
fight.
is gonna be unkillable this game. GG, go next. BBB, you guys suck.
Meanwhile, mid,
Just kidding,
top lane
just
also
kidding.
shot. Stealing top
Yep.
jungle. I mean, obviously, really bad fight,
Wow.
but they're doing what they can on the other side of the map.
Swain racking up a couple more souls there.
Yeah.
So we got a 17 CS3 top lane, 8 in favor of BBB, 8 in the jungle for SB, 15 in the mid lane for SB, 23 in favor of SB bot laner.
You know, like, I
Support
definitely
stuff.
kind of want. Oh no, there's an AFK. He's back.
Is that what that was?
We can go back and look. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's.
it's gonna be a double kill rundown, it seems like.
Oh no.
Oh
Sorry,
no,
that was
it's just Ash arrow.
That's
He's
lasted
AFK!
so long. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, it was the Ash stun into a Seraphine stun. So.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Porkchop Sandwich. I was not trying to be in. I just looked down there and only saw you standing still.
Holy, he's AFK! TK, where are you going with the bear?
When you get Ash ulted and Andrew reports you on the spot. Surprised Lever Buster didn't get him. Reminds me of that old one.
Swain
Diana
is
ulti
here.
was not
Swain has ult. Yeah, he kind of pops out of that.
Okay,
Knock it
Volley.
down.
They're not good.
Volley from the top ropes.
I thought that was a double for sure.
Oh,
Swain, no
big
ulti,
knockout.
This is,
Oh.
hop on Rift.
Yeah, they could, but Soraka's here.
Yeah, Swain.
Even with
R.
Swain not having R. Could get a little
Yeah, it's
sketchy.
okay. Kane's got to transform still. That's why I like Kane so much. It's you're just not allowed to play the game. Anyone?
So, according to Richie, this is when SB power spikes. Kane just got blue for him.
Yeah, exactly. SB is at their strongest now that Kane transform.
SB to hit the win con, GG. Should Kane's form be like an item? Like, you can sell your form and then rebuild up red? Like, if you feel like you're trolling by going blue.
That would be nice. I'd also be very troll to ever do it. Imagine at like 30 minutes, you're like, alright,
Regular Kane. Base Kane at 30
Yeah.
minutes.
game isn't over yet, I just need to switch, and that seems awful. Just have it be two.
Minions.
Just have it be two separate champions. You selected and champ select. So your teammates.
I
know
mean,
they're not to
if
dodge.
Kane gets farmed at 6, that's a little bit strong, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, if he gets it early. Yeah. SE, pulling the trigger from Drake. Mountain
That's gonna be the
Drake.
first dragon of the game, though. Hold on, what the fuck? What is this game?
Game mates have been saying it should just be something you pick when you get ult, and I kind of like that.
That's what I was commenting on.
Yeah. Okay.
I think this lane, I think I'm gonna kind of flame Rowdy a little bit here, but I feel like Grasp was heavily on the troll side of things.
Yep. Who and you win the extended trades?
I think this lane just goes kind of bonkers. Very good for him if he's got PTA.
Mm-hmm. Guess he's just not playing for a lane at all, just trying to be a tanky bear to
Yeah,
survive.
could just be playing for front line.
But still, I mean, being strong,
Oh.
having items.
It's gonna be Diana going down. Would like to see
Yeah,
him commit
maybe
to
like
Diana.
Nivea is about to kill Diana. Swain ult, Kane's in it, so Swain show. Just getting,
Swain
just
wasn't
getting,
close
just
enough
getting
for that
power.
Q.
Can't step
Wow.
up anymore.
Everybody getting low. Nobody dying. So Rocket is zooming, bro.
Yeah. People are low, she just zooms.
That is crazy.
Kane formed level 18 thoughts.
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, no thoughts at empty.
I don't like playing against that champion, so if he just like never gets farmed until the end of the game, that's fine. It would make my dark tech Swain top that I've been working on a little bit less strong. So.
Holy no.
That's the
okay.
classic right there. 2K spitting you out on your turret.
Huge Seraphine lead. Just
Huge. I don't know what happened top lane, but Volibear got out. Looks like he had a board ghost.
that's totally worth. I mean, this matchup it seems pretty rough for him right now. But I kind of really want to see this fight.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what?
Wait, I thought that was
doesn't
the
cancel.
stun. No, it should. I guess that wasn't the stun. I think it was just another U. I was confused for a second too, but no, if that was the Q, it would definitely cancel it.
I don't know. It just looks so much like the Q.
It did. It couldn't have been. No, I think he used it right here. Yeah. He wouldn't have that back up in time. It's just a W.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
I was confused.
Yeah. Just because we like both thought that he should be queuing, I'm sure he didn't, it was on cooldown. So he couldn't have
Oh, Swain just might not die here. This is. Oh, wait, Blue Cane. Oh, dude.
She doesn't have it. Lucky Soraka.
Soraka's gonna get taken out by Kanye.
Oh,
Or not.
Diana ulti kind of getting close to being up, but
Wow.
Soraka
EBB just
actually
having
got
a
out.
very, very strong like mid game here. Oh. Oh.
Oh, Q.
Oh.
Maybe try
Oh.
to predict it over the
Oh.
wall.
Right.
That
I don't
feels
know what
bad.
happened.
Blue
That
team's
was
turret
very
has been
close.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Rock up here trying to bait people.
Yeah, they forgot to hear. Oh, the silence.
Oh. Diana, go!
Rocket knows they win, but
Diana doesn't.
going for the minions.
Far. Looks like me out there. What the heck? What the heck?
Seems a little troll, but fully isn't full lethality / S not / Bots.
Not /S.
It's good AD scaling. How does R?
He does, actually. If you build holy valley, evaluate, you're actually going to healthy. Problem is landing it though. It's kind of slow.
Yeah. Vision control established. Dragon not up for 4 minutes. What happened? They must have just killed it and I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I don't know either. Honestly, really as well.
Fear and vision getting gold. Oh. A little awkward. Grasp is ready. Just like grasp. Grasp is ready. Well, they could have just committed there, like they can dive. Maybe. I guess no, never mind. PK can live for a while and then other people will show up. But definitely don't have to be afraid. Oh. Oh. Just
this fight going pretty dang good for SB.
yeah, huge fight for SB.
A 4 for 1.
Still very hard to fight into their team. Now the gold actually 700 gold lead for SB. I don't know why I feel like rooting for BBB here just because I feel like they're the underdogs, even though they're just definitely not. No, I should be rooting for SB because they beat us one game.
Right.
If I'm scared of BBB, SB beats them. I really just don't pick Kane against SB. I guess that's the solution. I just want to see Blue Kane win, that's right. I wasn't a big fan of the Kane either. I just didn't want to be toxic, so I didn't. They're just boon squatting. All your jungler belong to us.
All your jungler belong to
Or we're going for another, grasping for another fight. business. Did you see what None of Business said? His petition.
What was
Said
that?
he wanted to make a petition to ban saying, "But that's none of my business" after he makes a play.
Let's go.
I don't know who would say that made him.
Yeah. I guess we have to wait for him to make a play before we say that, though, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
That's-
He just,
Just kidding, Will.
he probably just said it just so people would think he made a play.
Just R out always there. Okay.
You gotta put your W on somebody.
Yeah, I need to flip this fight.
Yeah, I
It's gonna
think
work.
So he's just good.
Oh, the Nivea or Ash R was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's everybody just run away
Still,
from
I mean, it's
Swain.
still definitely good of Swain to show up there. Cole is probably dead otherwise. Already ulted out and got carried back in. Yeah, I feel like picking Grasp, hoping to like help with late game team fights, you just should play a different champion than Volley. Strongest late game, and it kind of falls off later.
Right. If he does get super beefy though, I mean, like his kit's still good. You can dive towers with him. He's got a stun.
Yeah, really good at getting picks. Just like I feel like he just doesn't get quite tanky enough, like to the level of other actual tanks. Like compared to like an Ornn or a TK even. But at the same time, everything I know about this game comes from ARAM, so maybe that isn't the case of Summoner's Rift.
Right.
Yeah, I like that I'm good at ARAM. I just wish I could incorporate more of my personality into it. You know? How can I bring it up more often?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you talk about it quite enough.
That's what I'm
You can
saying.
work on it though.
Yeah. So I was back to the ARAM thing. I'm at like Diamond 2 right now, and League's servers are having issues, so the site hasn't updated in like 3 weeks.
Right.
And I've just been winning like a ton ever since then. So as soon as it
When it
updates,
updates is gonna be challenger.
I hope so. But I don't think it will, because literally, like, I look up the other people I've been playing against, and they're like, I'm like supposedly like 700 or 1,000 like LP above them, or not LP, MMR. So I might be like way down there now for some reason. Yeah, not much happening. Like Baron's up. Everyone's got their eyes on it, but until a pick or something happens, nobody's strong enough just to force. Still a really close game. Good silence that game. That game is dead. Oh. Okay, yeah, this is really good for second breakfast. Mid lane shoved as well, just hop on the Baron. be a running Baron reset. Yeah, really, really good by speed.
That gives them the 4.2k gold lead.
Mm-hmm. Kane in the pit, and then the rock is there. It just silences him, so he can't. He like messed up his Q, and then he was silent, so he couldn't E over the wall.
Did we check the Soigné mini runes?
Yeah.
Red team's
47 got
destroyed.
564. Is that what you were thinking? Yeah.
No. This is rune page.
Oh, runes. How do you think?
Can you? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You should be able to.
Yeah. So we
So
got
he doesn't.
Conquer.
He's got Legend Tenacity,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's got Overgrowth Condition.
Overgrowth. Okay.
He's
Why
just
not
gonna-
revitalize?
Pretty safe now, but Swins just running them down right now.
Oh my goodness! And the bomb just kills him.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that, Richie.
Yeah.
Get a little bit more tenacity.
I don't know. I mean, can you go? The tenacity is in the same one as revitalize, right? I just can't imagine being a Swain with the Soraka and not taking revitalize. But I also don't play Swain, so.
Right. I mean, he didn't take it, right? So.
Yeah. He didn't take either, so. Ooh. Tristana just says, I have a Soraka, I don't care about your damage or your power.
Put those turret shots like he was a thing.
Of all ages. What am I? Am I nothing to you?
What am I here for? He
What am I here
says.
for?
My purpose in this life. Diana just trying to take it on.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good by DPT. We get the Zonias and the Swain out, and they disengage. I thought they disengaged, but they're definitely still fighting.
They're winning the fight.
Tristana damage. Liu Kang.
It's like they're just kind of gonna walk away from each other.
Yeah, once Swain's kind of out of the picture, Blue Kang's actually useful. He's 6'2" and 7, like he's strong, but
But
Swain just makes not really matter if he's up.
Little hearts.
Yeah, definitely not trying to flame anyone. Like with the Swain stuff he's popping off, and I don't play that champion, and also really just trying to find things to talk about. Like this lonely little Krug. Poor guy.
right.
Second breakfast, just trying to find a way to close up this game now. Crack the base. It's gonna be 2 minutes till I'm Dragon. I don't want to sit around for 2 minutes when you're this. Yeah, like things are in. The map is in this state. Definitely want to
Right.
pressure things that like don't want to commit too hard to where you could lose. But, like, if you get a pick, you can just end the game. So you can
Right.
set up for that. Yeah, like Seraphine coming in here. I like they could just be positioned in here and looking for picks. Maybe they are, but okay, Tristana,
Maybe you're looking a little hot out here.
and also Tristana looking a little unkillable. That was without Soraka ult. Just tanked
And
the entire
Soraka wasn't
Nvidia.
even like near. Yeah.
No. I mean, she could have. There's no need to ult. What happened to?
This could be the game.
Yeah,
See it.
they really need the Nivea wave clear to hold out.
Yeah, the wave could do nothing too special without her.
I guess who grasp fully OP. Well, they get the inhib, but they actually can't end. So let's see, it's 42 seconds on Dragon. They can still pressure, and Nivea's up in 10 seconds.
It's kind of weird how there's really nothing going on.
Be good to save
I
that
think
Soraka
that
sword.
SB would want to take a 5v4. Would be pretty nice.
Yeah, they could. It's just they don't want to do it under these two towers. And BBB is playing really safely, but you know,
What
They
towers,
tried.
says Volibear.
yeah, that's the point. But I mean, they do get the inhib. So it's triple inhib. This is pretty sold. Ability hits and attacks. It's
Kind of good for everybody.
yeah, it's really good for Diana.
Volibear is zoning
everybody's
well there.
The attack
Make
speed's
sure
nice.
that Kane can't get in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got. Baron is up. It's looking like second breakfast. Just gonna go ahead and snag it out of goal. BBB not really in a place to
Yeah,
stop him.
and they're only down by like 3.3k. Oh, Kane going down. That's really bad.
Yep. Swain was just sitting in that bush waiting
Yeah.
for someone to face check.
Kane just has no way to fight the Swain. He has to basically wait for him to die, and then he can do blue Kane things.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, he's the first one to go down.
Oh, big Diana out.
Yeah. No Swain out though. Exhaust on the Ashe, who flashes away. Tristana stepping up, actually killing the 2k. Really going in. Ashe and Anivia are both huge.
Grass Baller with a little break in his pack.
GG, it's a 1-1.
Yep.
Jamie called it.
Maybe did call it right from the big one. That was a very good series though, both games.
Yeah, I think Poppy against Swain makes a lot of sense.
Oh heck yeah.
And into Diana as well.
Yep. Well, good series going down there. BBB picking up the first, SB picking up the second game, ending in a 1-1.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Let's see a lot of damage on Tristana.
Yep.
So.
Kind of surprised that Tristana had more than Swain.
Yeah.
I thought Swain was going to be top of the boards for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, normally it seems like Swain does a ton. But I mean, Swain was definitely doing work. But Tristana
Uh-huh.
doing a lot as well.
Yep.
So it's a 1-1. Let me,
Good games to both teams, and
Yeah, so here are the standings. Let me
oh heck
data
yeah.
real quick. So, second breakfast getting another tie. So they're
Yep.
now 1-1 and 2, and then BBB getting a tie.
202.
202.
And we
Yeah,
also have two other series going on tonight. I think both are going to be watch partied, so
Yeah, they're all around the same time. I
don't
think.
forget to check out the VODs or catch them live whenever they happen
So-
to anyone who's interested.
Yeah, BBB now technically in first place.
Right.
A lot
Yep.
of other teams don't have this week's games in there yet, but they're at 8 points now.
Yep, COG is playing as we speak, so we'll
Mhm.
see how that ends up. And then
IQ on
we,
Thursday.
IQ Dead Zone, will be playing on Thursday.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if they can hold out. But yeah.
Yep.
Well played by both teams. It's
Heck
really
yeah.
second breakfast again, just taking down one of the top teams.
Yeah.
Kind of
They
weird saying
seem to
that because they
be,
seem like one of the top teams, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna end the stream.
We'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.